Who's ready for another tool hack? Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm super excited about this trick today. It's not my idea. I've been doing it for a while though, and I'm gonna do it in a smaller version as well and see if it works out the way I want it to. We're gonna be using the Bubble Punch, which I love and has become one of my new favorites. And the poolside, I have some lake pictures. And yeah, I hope it's going to turn out really, really cool. Is it hot where you are? I am so hot. I'm if you've been following me for a while, we do not have an air conditioner in our house. We live up in the mountains in southern Colorado. Usually don't need an air conditioner, but this year I'm thinking I might need to get one. Don't forget to go here if you want more fun. I just added a ton of page layouts like the one I'm going to make for you today. If I don't use them in my scrapbooks, they go for sale because I can't possibly keep all of these layouts. And Creative Memories just keeps coming out with better and new stuff that I have to have that too. And it's so go check that out. I also have no longer available items, links to workshops and retreats. I have a link to my Creative Memories website where you can shop all the things I'm going to use today. And of course, information on joining my team. There is no pressure, no minimums. You can be your only customer. It's $49 a year to save on stuff you're already buying. So let me know if that interests you at all. You can go here, click join the sisterhood, read all the benefits, and then click let's chat if you want to talk about what this might mean for you. I would be happy to have you. Okay, let's get to this layout. Okay, so like I said, we have some poolside. I have stickers, embellishments. Look at how cute this paper is. So adorable. I have a few mats, I have pictures, and I have stickers. But let's get to the fun first. This is a fun tool hack. You are going to need the jumbo circle. And you're going to center your piece of paper on the 13 by 13 inch mat and then center your jumbo circle on that. And we're going to use the red blade on the outside. And then I think we might do, I don't know, we might do the blue blade on the inside. So red blade on the outside. You can totally save this piece for something else. This makes great triangles. Remember back in the day we did triangles? You can fold this inward. Of course, this piece wouldn't work very good, but you can see how cool that would be with the right piece of paper. So yeah, save this for something else. And then I'm not going to move my shape, and I think I want to do blue. So I'm going to do blue on the inside. I probably should have done blue on the outside, to be honest. And don't forget to save this piece because this can totally be used for something else as well. All right, so we have this guy. And I'm hoping that I did this right. You're going to turn your punch over. The only important part is that you have silver clear down to the bottom. So this will work with any punch as long as there's silver clear down to the bottom of the punch, because you want a edge style, not a chain style. You want an edge style punch. But you're going to turn it over and we're just going to stick our circle in there and we're just filling the space. That's really all that matters. Filling the space and making sure there's paper above the punch, above the die, the silver part. And you're going to squeeze just a little so your paper don't move. Flip it over and punch. And the reason we do that is we don't want all that punch poop to get caught up in the punch. So now I'm just going to go to the next spot by filling that hole again with what's not punched. And we're just going to go all the way around and hope this turns out good. So I can see already that to do what I really wanted to do, I should have done blue blade on the outside and blue blade on the inside, because I don't have enough paper to do what I wanted to do. But that's okay. So you're just going to go all the way around your jumbo circle shape that you just cut. You're going to have lots of punch poo, lots of little bubbles if you're doing bubbles like me. And you're going to go all the way around until you're out of paper. And then what I wanted to do was do the inside as well, the inside of the circle. But as you can see, there's really not enough paper to do that. So I definitely should have done something differently. And one of my CM sisters that participated in the Memories Matter virtual crop, she did do the inside and outside of a circle. So maybe I'll have to go back and watch her to do it right. All right. This might be a little tricky. Okay. So not too bad. It actually looks pretty cute. There might be a few little pieces that you need to cut off. But I'm not done. I mean, I'm done with this. Well, I got to trim up some places, but pretty much that one's done. I was thinking that we could do this also with smaller circles. So that's what I was thinking we should try. So what if we did, because we're all on floaties, right? Like we're on inner tubes out in the water. So what if we did this same technique with a smaller circle? I'm going to try this. This is all experimentation. I think I might want to cut the inside of that out, I guess. But I think I want a different, well, let's just punch the outside first. So take my punch again. Just gonna fill the space and punch and go around in a circle. And I'm thinking that this doesn't work quite as well with this small of a circle. It's just not as cool at all, actually. It kind of made a mess. So, not my fave. Let's try a bigger circle. And I probably should be doing this with scratch paper, but here we are. Let's do a bigger circle and try it. So this was that was the largest circle on the outside with the blue blade. And I'm just gonna go around it and see what happens here. So yeah, if you're nervous about your favorite piece of paper, experiment with scraps. So that one's not terrible, but it's not my fave either. This one definitely turned out the best. So I think that I'm going to scratch that idea. But I still need some circles. And I think I could get a circle out of this. So let's do that real quick, just to have for later. I'm going to actually do the green blade. That way it can be a photo mat. I don't like it when a plan doesn't work out, but c'est la vie. And that didn't turn out very good either, but then I can save that for something else. This I'm going to throw away. I'm going to keep this guy. I like it. And I think I'm just going to cut one more big circle here. So this is the largest circle pattern, blue blade outside. Uh-oh. That was because I wasn't fully on one mat and I went through the crack and it hiccuped. It's okay though. All right. So we've taken care of that piece of paper quite quickly. Get rid of our punch poo here. And you don't need your jumbo circle anymore either. We might need some patterns again. You never know. All right, let's get our base papers out. So we got these two. I think I'm going to put this piece over here and I'm going to cut this piece in half. And one hack I can show you that I know works is with your 12-inch trimmer. And I've said this before, if you layer your, or just seat your circle up in this little well that's your trimmer has on it where the mat is. So it's all the way up in there that as far as I can go. And for some reason, it cuts two perfect circles that way. I don't get it, but there you go. Just like so. I wanted those to have bubbles, so that's unfortunate, but it's okay. It's all fine. It's all gonna look great. I'm just gonna go around and fix all these little boo-boos. This happens when you cut these guys because they're not meant to do that. We just like to make them do stuff they're not supposed to. Just going around and fixing all the boo-boos. Oops. Tore that one a little. This one reminds me a little bit of scallop crochet. Like it would be super cute if you punched both sides of a strip, like a 3-inch strip. Super cute. All right. That's going to go there. That's going to go like that. I have some pictures and I had, let's see. I also have some stickers. I have, I like this jump into the blue and then this mat we might use. So I'm going to cut this in half. And then we'll mat some photos. Let's see. I have beige paper because that's one of the coordinating cardstock colors. And some of the embellishments. Let's see. We got to decide what we're doing here. I think what I decided was these two were going to go here. So I'm going to mat those in the beige. And then I was going to try and put these three here. So I'm gonna have to trim those up and then we'll do circles for these guys. So I'm gonna set those aside for right now. Let's also, yeah, we'll get ready to mat these. I like to cut my pictures just a 1/4 inch on two sides because then I don't have to waste as much paper for a mat. So I'm just trimming off a 1/4 inch on two sides for that. And then over here, we need these to fit. So they're going to have to be 3 3/4 wide to fit. So we're just going to trim these to 3 3/4. And then I think they're going to have to be 4. And then we're just going to Give myself a little diet and chop off my double chin. I love it. So 3/4. Let's see what I want to do here. Got to decide who I want to chop off. Looks like it's going to be these folks. Sometimes you can't have everybody in the picture. It's fine. And then over here, we might have to give myself a diet again and cut off the side of my cheek, but I'm okay with that. Might need to cut a little more. I'm giving myself a big diet, but it's fine. I like it. That's selfiness. Okay, those might need some mats too because they kind of don't stand out very well on there. So let's cut some paper. We'll need a 4-inch piece by 6. We need 2 of those for over here. And then I think we'll just do, and what I might do as well, I have an idea. So we're going to cut a 4¼ inch piece. And then we're going to save on paper and cut 2.5-inch strips with this guy. I don't know why I just flipped that paper. That was weird. All right, let's start putting this together. I think we're done cutting. Get our tape out. I love this little silicone mat. I wish we still had it. Maybe not the whole grouping because that was kind of like nobody needs 3 of those, but this one I love, the little one. I'm using some repo on these bubbles to save myself some time. Okay, we're just going to center this on my page here. That looks good. And that really does look really cute. And then we'll put these on here. This was us at the lake over 4th of July weekend. Super fun. I think I'm going to do this guy. And I don't know about these embellishments quite yet. Cute. Let's put our semicircles on. Hopefully that'll be a good spot. And one over here. And I think that would have been really cute as a ring. I guess I still could have done a ring. Oh, well. So as you can see, yes, this is poolside paper, but this is not at the pool. Because frankly, we don't have a pool around here. We have lakes and rivers and ditches and I mean, we could go to a hotel and go to a pool, which we might do. You never know. But perfect. Now I saved all that paper I can use for something else. Love it. I think this one is what I'm going to put in the middle. And so I just center this on my mat and then try and line it up on that 6 as best I can. There's a 6 on top and bottom. You could use a ruler. I'm not that particular. But if you are, good on you, mate. All right, now we can start decorating. Oh, and I have these other pictures we want. I'm gonna make these as small as I can, circle-wise. I think I'll use this for a journaling box. So I'm gonna get my circles back out, not my oval. And this one, that one would work. We'll do a little red on there. Red on the inside of my let's see, this one would go here, pretty cute, or here. I think we'll do this one. And another one of these, I think. So circles are one way that I add lots more pictures to my pages. Let's put this in here as a journal box. And this cute little girl playing in the water, we'll put her right there. And then I might do that. Put that one over there. Now we'll decorate a little more, although the paper and pictures say a lot. How about Splash Bash on here? I'll put a few foam squares. We got in on one side of the lake on paddle boards and tubes, and we floated to the other side. It was pretty fun. It was interesting getting back to our vehicles, but it was fun. Splash Bash, cute. I don't know that I want these bubbles because I don't, yeah. But I do have some stickers. And a lot of these aren't going to work because it says pool, but this says a splashing good time. Dive in. Cute. Make a splash. Soak up the fun. Just floating around. That's perfect. We'll do foam squares for that too. And we can totally put some more. We got floaties and towels. Goggles. Those could be sunglasses, I suppose. We need the floaties, I think. And maybe some towels. Oh, look at this drink floaty. That's cute. More towels. And I think these little sunglasses, maybe. Yep. Hey, I like it. Okay, I hope you liked that. That was your tool hack badge if you're participating in my summer camp. And that is a challenge. Cut a circle with your jumbo circle and punch a shape around it. Give it a shot. I love it. I think it's fun. Definitely try it with scraps first. to make sure you're gonna like the outcome. Don't use your favorite piece of paper, please. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to go here for more fun. Lots more stuff on there, including link to my Creative Memories website where you can shop all the things I used today. Also information on joining my team, and also all the new stuff I put on there for my page layouts and stuff that I'm selling. So go check it out. Thanks so much for liking, following, subscribing, sharing, and all the things, and I will see you next week.